Marvel has gone full msheu, and guess what? It's not successful. I know that's a shocker to many of you out there, but Secret Invasion, the lead-in to the Marvels, well, it went full female. Olivia Colman and Emilia Clarke's characters, they are there to replace Nick Fury and Talos, and perhaps that is actually a wise thing, as Samuel L. Jackson making out with a Skrull, not the kind of thing that audiences want to see. It's like She-Hulk, but worse. All right, folks, welcome back to another wonderful day here on the WDW Pro channel. We hope you are having a lovely day out there, and we intend to make it even more lovely with this type of content. Well, if you like it, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, and when you click it, you stick to the algorithms, it's the notification bell. Today, we're talking about Secret Invasion, the secret series that nobody watched. Get it? That's why it's a secret. Disney Plus's latest Marvel MCU tie-in is just about as successful as Miss Marvel, and that means it's not at all. Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury is unable to carry the load. Does it mean that audiences are tired of the man, the myth, the legend? No, it probably means that audiences are tired of Marvel doing what Marvel has done since Phase 4. The Phase 4 fall, the Phase 5 dive, and guess what? I don't think they can stick the landing with Phase 6 either. That's where we are, though. The viewership has cratered. Let's dive into the conversation from the Pro Show right now. Secret Invasion premiere viewership fails to break into Nielsen's top 10 streaming programs. This out of Bounding into Comics' John F. Trent from just a couple of days ago, and I'm here to tell you it's getting much, much worse. We're about to get a review from Jonas J. Campbell of the finale. Marvel Studios' Secret Invasion series is the latest dud for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as the series' premiere viewership failed to break into the top 10 streaming programs for its release week. Nielsen recently released its viewership data for the week of June 19 through 25, and Secret Invasion is nowhere to be seen in the top 10 overall chart. The series was defeated by Suits, Black Mirror, SWAT, Extraction 2, The Bear, Grey's Anatomy, Bluey, NCIS, Avatar: The Way of Water, and Manifest. And there you can see, does not even make it. The series did show up on Nielsen's top 10 original chart. That's a subcategory in 5th place, where it was revealed it raked in 461 million minutes viewed. By the way, folks, from old pro's memory, that means that it comes in at around 60% of Loki's premiere viewership. And remember that Loki, when it came out, had about half or less of the Disney Plus subscribers as today. So not good at all. It did beat out Ted Lasso. Never have I ever.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, go for it.
Hasn't that been out for a few weeks now, though? Or is this a new episode?
Are you talking about Ted
Lasso?
Oh no, that's multiple episodes. Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know if they dropped that all at once or if this is just like.
No, Ted Lasso is weekly.
Is it weekly? Okay, that was my question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's been done for over a month now.
Yeah, but this goes back to, or how long back does this go? Because that's what I was wondering. Is this like repeat viewings? That's what my question, Kara. Thank you. That was what I was asking. Is
and it captures everything within that. Yeah, and it captures everything within the week period. So the shows that have multiple episodes or lots of episodes have some degree of an advantage built into Nielsen. However, it needs to be said that based on what we've watched, that whenever you have a show that launches something new, the vast majority of the viewership occurs in those first few days, and then sort of has this sort of exponential decrease over time in terms of viewership for that until, for example, Stranger Things, when we get ready to release the next season, the final season, you will see viewership suddenly surge for those older properties. People try to catch up. Let's wrap this up, though, with, in overall minutes, Secret Invasion did best She-Hulk Attorney at Law's premiere. That series did not even show up on Nielsen's original charts, meaning its viewership was below 395 million, which was what Instant Dream Home brought in at 10th place. So it's beating She-Hulk. Well, that's something. But this is where we've gotten. Yeah, well, that's where we've gotten. Is I think Marvel has reached the apathy stage. Now, Jonas, you watched the finale, the very, what would we say, flaccid finale out of Secret Invasion. Yeah. And Jonas, what did you make of this big reveal? Folks, we're going to go into spoilers here because nobody cares. So, Jonas, tell us about the big spoilers about this show that nobody cares about, Secret Invasion that remains a secret because there are no viewers.
Right. Well, first of all, at this point in the show, several episodes earlier, they revealed that Rhodey had been a skrull, and at that, a female skrull for many, many years, maybe going back as far as Civil War. So anytime he was flirting on screen, just keep in mind it was a green alien lady with big ears.
Tom, keep that face ready. We're going to need that a lot of times for the finale.
So many galians.
Yeah, the dialogue is absolutely awful. And going into it, Samuel L. Jackson is Samuel L. Jackson, but still, if you give him, if you have him mouthing these words that just don't connect with human existence, whatever. This is the finale of a Marvel show that is only 6 episodes. It is 36 minutes, which says to me that a lot of it was cut out. They get to the end. They reveal that it's not Nick Fury that is here and saying all these things that are big confessional moments for Nick Fury. It is actually Talos's daughter, played by Emilia Clarke, who is a Skrull. So, and she's fine. And by the way, by the end of it all, she has all the superpowers of all of the Avengers because she is a super Skrull who has received the DNA of all of the Avengers, including Captain Marvel. And so they get into this big fight with the boring British sounding guy who also falls flat on his dialogue. They have essentially the same, all of the powers, and she still bests him because she's the woman and she's more powerful. So you have another ultimate female superpower who cannot be beat. And at the end, Olivia Colman's character comes in and replaces Nick Fury and the relationship that he had with Talos. Now it is Talos and Gia, Emilia Clarke's character, and they're going to right the wrongs of Nick Fury and Talos, who failed in their mission to save the Skrulls and save humanity. So it is the msheu again.
Jonas, I have to say that
I don't care.
Right? Yeah, had I cared, I would have tried to follow that, but I didn't. So there you go. All right, Eric, can you tell us what went wrong with this thing? And how does everything you're doing avoid this kind of huge, stupid mess that Marvel is in?
We don't do any of that.
In a year, are you going to give one of your superheroes, your female superheroes, all the powers?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, Super Skrull, had some interesting things about them, but I mean, they're so far removed from being able to accurately or caring to accurately adapt to anything in their comics as far as narratives that may have been okay or handled decently. They didn't know what the hell to do with the Kree versus the Skrulls. They don't know what the hell to do with Nick Fury. They really don't know what the hell to do with their entire universe right now. And really, in order to do what they did and to keep that momentum, you have to have a group of competent writers that are actual writers, not like people that just call themselves that just for the sake of doing it. And usually it's like 15 of them that do one movie script anyway. That's generally how it works in Hollywood, and they just take bits and pieces of everybody's little antics, and then they put it together in a movie or a TV show. But in order for the connected universe thing, which I always find intriguing, and that was really what made Marvel work as far as not just in its comics, but with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you got to have a bunch of competent writers and you got to have people on the same page. And that's not what it is that they value at all. You really saw that after Endgame, more specifically, that they just didn't give a. They just thought, well, who cares? Like, we can crap out billion-dollar movies. And they found out very, very quickly that they're not able to do that. So the enthusiasm that the company once had is completely done. They've pushed out the people that actually gave a crap about Marvel-related products like myself, and they don't really have enough appeal to keep normies around. So that's a bad combination, and that's why there's no enthusiasm for this. And then you can't really conjure up anything because you don't have the talent to make something happen. We talked about this in several other shows. I can't remember if some of the guys here were on some of those shows before, because I kept bringing up the point that, after the Fox deal, Marvel should have been working just doing whatever they had to do to fast track either the X-Men or the Fantastic Four into their universe. Mm-hmm. They neglected to do. They refused to do it. And hell, we don't even know who's going to be casting in the next next Fantastic Four. And there's really, I mean, yeah, you got some X-Men related stuff seeming to be pulled into Deadpool, but largely they didn't fast track anything. They didn't care to do it. They just sat on the product. And the fact that they didn't do that shows they have no idea what it is they're doing. They don't even know what their actual audience is, and that's ultimately going to be their downfall. You need enthusiasm with stuff like this, and they just can't garner it. They can't get it at all.
And that's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we'll leave it for today. But Marvel, poor Marvel, will they be able to turn things around? Folks, we have a video coming out early next week, Monday or Tuesday, where we have a, well, shall we say, insider who is telling us something you won't believe about how Marvel views the Barbie movie. Seriously. And folks, as you are heading out the door today, make sure to check out thatparkplace.com. We've relaunched the website now. It features so many of your favorite content creators. Bookmark it and check it out. It's going to be the place to be to see all of your favorites. Folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.